Hey guys, what is up to all my planty peeps? I'm so glad to be filming another weekly planty video for you guys. This one I'm pretty excited about because we are going to be talking about my top 10 favorite plants at the moment or for the month of November/December. These plants specifically have just been having a really close spot near my heart. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys these plants not only because they are my favorite at the moment and because they are all different types of varieties, but also because we are in the month of December, we are in the giving season. And like I previously showed you on my last video, I gave you guys some options for some planty gifts. And even though I know a lot of people don't like to give plants as presents, if you do have a person who you are trying to shop for, who you know would like a plant, but you just don't know what type of plant to get them. You know that they can take care of a plant, but you just aren't really sure which type of plant that they would want. Well, I'm giving you a whole bunch of different varieties that I feel like they're not only easy to grow, but they are very, what's the word? Satisfying to watch grow, whether it's their foliage, their length, their variegation, their fenestrations. I pretty much have it all. And I feel like there are some common and there are some non-common. We have all different types of varieties. I'm pretty sure I made a video a while back of my top 10 favorites at the moment. So if I did, I will go ahead and leave the link in the description, or I will go ahead and put the video somewhere right here on the screen. But that was a very long time ago, and I'm pretty sure that they have changed, if not all of them. I would be shocked if I still have one of those same plants in this video. So they are always changing, and I'm thinking of just kind of continuing this series and making it something that I update monthly. And if they are pretty much the same, then I'll probably do it bi-monthly. But we will just go ahead and see. But first, before we hop into this week's video, if you are new here, hello, my name is Bree. I go by Planted Pothead on all of my socials. If you like watching planty content, if you like doing planty things, and if you like watching planty content while doing planty things, then I highly recommend to subscribe to my channel. I put out weekly planty videos, and I would really love for you to do some planty chores with me. I definitely get a lot of planty stuff done while I'm hanging out with you guys. So it's just bittersweet. I hope you guys enjoy as always. Let's just go ahead and hop into this week's video. Second coffee of the day. I really don't have like a 1 through 10. I'm not gonna like put them on a scale or anything like that. I genuinely just randomly love all of these plants. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab the one that's nearest to me. This plant specifically, at least in my area, I am in San Diego, California. So this is not really a rare plant where I am from. I have seen these plants at many different locations, Home Depot, Lowe's. I've seen them multiple places, plant stores in general. And that is my Alocasia mellow. I absolutely love this plant. I have about 4 leaves. This one's kind of really random over here. I'm not too sure why. But this one genuinely just brings me happiness because it's really easy to take care of, first of all. I never really have to mess with this one. I don't have it in any specific type of environment. It's sitting on one of my plant shelves under Barina T5 lights. I water it weekly. I fertilize it bi-weekly. It gets no specific humidity. So it's really easy to take care of for me. And in the zone I am in zone 10. And yeah, I don't have, it's also giving me a lot of corms as well. I have it in a cover pot. It's in a terracotta cover pot, but you can see corms in the soil. And I have already taken plenty of corms out of the soil and propagated it. I just seen some spider webs under that pot. Please no. Ooh, my foot's falling asleep already. God, I'm such a baby. Okay. It doesn't need any special requirements. It just lives on my shelf nice and happy, and it looks beautiful. Like, this is the newest leaf it just put out for me. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I thought one of my top favorite Alocasias was the dragon scale, the OG. Everyone knows dragon scale. But once I got this one, like, look at the size of that leaf compared to my head. Once I got this one, I was like, wow, the veining and just like the deep green. And when you touch it, it's like definitely hard, like a little tiny. It's definitely like, it's very similar to the Alocasia dragon scale. Very, very similar. But I feel like honestly way easier to take care of. I don't know why, but for some reason it is extremely hard to take care of an Alocasia dragon scale for me. I have killed many of them. I think this would genuinely be a very good present for anybody. It looks rare, but it's not that rare. Easy to take care of. That's as simple as it gets. All right, since we are starting off strong with alocasias, I'm just gonna go ahead and stay on that bandwagon. The next one I have in front of me is my Alocasia scalprum. Scalprum? Yeah, scalprum. This is what she is looking like. Let me show you her newest leaf. Is this one. Now, I mean, just look at her. Come on now. If you love anybody that loves a darker foliage, that's more of like a, a dragon vibe, the spooky vibes, like this is what it's giving me. When I had this out during Halloween, like I was like, this is the best. Spooky, deep, dark alocasia that I have in my collection. I purchased this one actually at a plant store specifically, and there was a few of them, so I don't think that it's rare. I don't think I've seen it at like a big box store. So it's not that common, but it's not that rare. I think it was $20 if I'm not wrong, maybe 30. And what I love about this one is that it's easy to take care of. Once again, doesn't really cause me any crazy issues. I have it out on my plant shelves, regular humidity, water it weekly, fertilize it bi-weekly. The only thing I will possibly say is I do feel like when it's thirsty, it does let me know, because I can tell that the leaves start to bend and fold inwards. This one did get a little burnt off of my Barina lights because it was touching the light, but that's it. Otherwise, I have no complaints. It's beautiful. It's dark. It's spooky vibes. It's deep, deep, deep green. And then when a new leaf submerges, oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I will go ahead and I think I took a video or a picture of when this new leaf came out. It was like so shiny. When I walked out into my living room, I immediately noticed it. Immediately. And just the veining on it, I can just go on and on. It's gorgeous. Definitely has been one of my top favorites for a while and probably will continue to be. I mean, the lobes, the earlobes, it's giving Doberman. Next one, I'm going to go ahead and grab This might be, there's a possibility that this might be one of the plants that was in my previous favorites, or I might be thinking of what I'm excited to see grow video. I don't know which one it was, but I know it was in one of them because this plant has always been one of my favorites, and that is my variegated African violet, and she is in bloom right now. Let me take her out of her, might be a little drippy. She is in bloom. This is what she's looking like. She's dripping on my carpet. It's okay. Like, oh my goodness. Gorgeous. She has some blooms that haven't opened yet, and she has a few that have. And then some of these are double blooms. Oh my gosh, she's just so freaking cute. Look at up close how she's having like that deep sunburn. She's turning a little red on the top. I just love it all. Like, this plant is just one of those plants that I hope I never lose. And if I ever did, I would 100% try to repurchase. And I don't think these are that common. I know African violets in general are common. I see not a little fungus gnat coming out to freaking play. I see the African violets, just the green form, all the time at like plant stores. But I've never seen the variegated kind. And I did get this one from a seller on like Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, I don't know how common they are, but if you are looking to splurge, you can never go wrong. Never ever go wrong with this plant. It is just, sorry, I have a little itch. It is just so cute. Like, oh my gosh. It's not only beautiful, variegated, cute little blooms, cute sun stress, but it's also fuzzy. And I love it. There's just nothing you can tell me wrong about this plant. It will always, always probably be one of my favorites. So yeah, definitely if you want to splurge, African violet for sure, variegated. All right, next one on my list, and I'm pretty much blanking on the name of it right now at this moment. So I will go ahead and put the name somewhere down below. But I love this plant, even though I forgot its name. I am sorry. I love this plant. And I know it's a common plant. I've seen it in big box stores and I've seen it at the plant store. I've always had my eye on it, and I recently got it gifted to me. I believe for maybe like Mother's Day or something. My man got it for me, and look at her. I wanted to guess it right now, but I'm not going to even try to guess it because I'm probably going to be wrong. Let me just take this leaf off. She's looking a little yellow. Oh my gosh, my eyes are tripping. I put makeup on today, so my eyes are a little blurry, and I thought these roots were were like worms. I thought they were moving. Look at those roots. So cute. Okay, anyways, look at the foliage. Just the foliage in general, for being like a pretty common plant that's not expensive, it grows pretty good for me. I will say though that I do keep this one in my plant cabinet, so the humidity is a lot higher than normal. Temperatures obviously are higher than normal as well. I don't water it as much though. I probably water it once every 2 weeks. It's actually damp right now, so I do keep the soil moist at all times. So if that's something that might be a little bit more difficult for you to grow this plant in, this is just how it thrives for me. Like I said, my zone is 10. So where I am, it can be a little bit more drier on the outside. And for this one, there wasn't no reason why I put it in the cabinet. I just wanted to see how it would do, and it's been doing good. It actually did live outside on my regular plant cabinets, and it wasn't doing bad either. So maybe just do some research on it, because obviously it kind of just depends on your environment and your area. As always, these are under my Barina T5 lights, but the variegation is just beautiful. This is the reason why it's always caught my eye. It's just definitely giving like camo type of vibes, and I love the camel print. It's so beautiful to me. I love how deep and dark it can be in the center, and then how the camel print is like lime green, a light green. It's just a mixture of like 3 or 4 different greens that I love, and it just always catches my eye. I'm always excited every single time there's a new leaf coming out, which I have one coming out right now. You can see that. Every time a new leaf comes out, I'm just super excited. The tip looked like it got bent a little bit. I love this plant so much. I always keep my eye on it no matter what. Definitely one of my top favorites, and it's affordable and it's common and it's different. It's definitely different. If you don't have one of these in your collection, I highly recommend. This next plant, I wanted to go ahead and add into this video. You guys have seen this plant before, but it definitely has in the past been on a struggle bus for me, but as of lately, it has been thriving. So I wanted to go ahead and show you because as of lately, it's been my bestie instead of my enemy, and it's been doing so good. And that is my Staghorn fern that I have planked on this little wooden board. This one has just always not been happy, and I will say I did change how I was treating it. Obviously, the reason why it wasn't happy in the past was because I was not watering it enough, especially because it is surrounded by a moss ball. On the inside, it does have soil, but I've just been watering it more consistently. I kind of water this one when I top off my moss poles, which is usually like every 2-3 days. So I treat this like a little moss pole. And if it is already pretty damp or moist, I do just skip it until the next time I'm doing my plant waterings or again my moss poles. This is how she's looking right now. Definitely has been my favorite. The reason why I wanted to add this is because I think in general, staghorns are just so unique looking, no matter what you do with them. I've seen staghorns in pots. I've seen staghorns planked up. I've seen staghorns in so many different ways. You can do so many different things with them. And they always just look so unique and always catch my eye no matter what. And that's why genuinely I've been wanting this plant to thrive, and I have not been wanting to quit taking care of it because I'm trying to stand on business with this plant. I really want one to be in my collection, and finally it's agreeing with me. I will say I don't know which way it should go. I usually have it like this, but sometimes I feel like it should go like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should it go this way? This will be B, or should it go this way? A. A or B? Let me know, please. Yeah. Also, in general, these are pretty common. I see them in big box stores, at plant stores. They can be pretty affordable if you start them off very small, and they can range to being giant, like ginormous, like bigger than your whole body. And obviously those are way more expensive. So yeah, it just really depends. And I feel like the cool thing about these plants is it can be like a little hobby or a task for you guys to do together. Like if you're a planty friend and you want to do a planty hobby together, You can plank these on a board together, or even if you're in a relationship and you guys want to do a planty bonding moment, you can do something like this. That's what me and my man did, and we always enjoy doing planty little types of tasks together. All right, we got 5 down, 5 more to go. Let's keep going. The next one I'm going to go ahead and grab because it's just sitting right next to me and I can't stop staring at her. And this is just a warning. This is a more extravagant plant if you do plan on purchasing this for somebody. I got it purchased for me and my jaw dropped, okay? And when I got this plant purchased for me, it was extremely smaller. So it has grown so much for me. And I just wanted to add her in this list because this is 100% one of my top favorite plants that I've probably had for the whole year. And that is Monstera Thai constellation. She is a beaut. I love her so much. She's gorgeous. She can never do no wrong. Okay, let me show you her foliage a little bit better. Oh God, she's a bit heavy. Okay, let me balance her on my legs. Okay, so when I received her, I think it was these first little 3 leaves right here. And even this, I was extremely excited. I was like, oh my gosh, look at her variegation. I don't know why I keep wanting to say variation. The coffee's not hitting. I was like, look at her variegation. She's so beautiful. Then she gave me this gorgeous leaf. I was like, oh, beautiful. I can't, there's no wrong. And then she gave me this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then my first ever fenestration was this one. And I almost about cried, okay? So beautiful. This coloring right here with the little 3 fenestrations for the first time. And then not only does she have like the darker green with the speckles of vanilla, but she has lighter green right here. Beautiful, so beautiful. And my newest leaf from her, oh my gosh. Ugh. I just come out to my living room and stare at her pretty much every day. I check if she's having any new growth, anything. This one is definitely babied. I'm not gonna lie. I have her in my plant cabinet. Once again, high humidity, higher temperature than my outdoor area, under my Barina T5 lights. So she is a baby. She's treated like a baby, everything, but she's beautiful. Like, I would never ever give this plant up. No plant can compare to her. I genuinely just love Monstera in general. So when I received this one, you know, it was it for me. It was love at first sight. If you are looking to splurge though, I will say these plants have gone down in price by a lot, okay? I've now seen these plants in big box stores, and I'm not saying they're cheap, okay? I'm not saying they're $20, but I've seen these plants in like probably this size, maybe even a little bit more bushier than mine, probably for 100, 150, when before they were like way more, okay? So still a splurge, but if you wanted to spend that extra cash, I would definitely recommend doing this one. It's just very satisfying, like coming out her. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Okay. It's just very satisfying to come out here into my living room area, sit down on my couch, watch a movie, and just have her facing me looking so beautiful. Like, Genuinely one of my top favorite plants of the year, 100%. I have no regrets. I mean, I didn't even buy it, but if I did, I wouldn't have no regrets. All right, we are on number 6. Okay, number 6 was a plant that went through my thrip apocalypse not too long ago. I completely almost lost this plant, and I haven't seen this plant ever in a big box store or at a plant store. So I don't know actually if it's not that common. I personally got this plant from a personal like seller on Facebook Marketplace maybe. And yeah, I love it. I love this plant, and that is Syngonium. I believe it's called Syngonium panda, panda Syngonium, space panda, galaxy panda, panda galaxy. One of those. I will go ahead and leave the name somewhere down below. I keep feeling like there's a spider on me, acting like I can feel a spider crawling on my thigh when I have sweats on. But I literally feel like something's like I'm so dramatic. Okay. Syngonium Galaxy Panda. Like I said, I almost lost this plant when it was my thrip apocalypse. It pretty much died down to like 2 leaves. And before it was very, very full, very, very variegated. And when I lost it and had to like regrow it, one of the first leaves that it gave to me was this one, which as you can tell is not that variegated. It has a few little specks, so I was very scared that I was going to lose the variation. The next leaf that it gave me was this one. Once again, a little bit more specks, but not that much. Being compared, oh yeah, this was another one. So as you can see, I was definitely just getting scared because compared to what my plant used to be, this is the newer leaves that just came out, and this is what it used to look like before, pre-apocalypse, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Look at this beautiful leaf. This is the foliage that I want. So this is one of the newest leaves it gave me, and then after this one was this one. Sorry, it's upside down. Let me go ahead and fold it the right way for you guys. Then this one, still a little soft. And now it's giving me one more, as you can see right here. So I'm very excited. It looks like it's definitely making a comeback for me. But in general, Syngoniums don't really tend to be hard at all to take care of. It is very, very simple to take care of this. Besides it getting attacked by thrips, I have this one personally just in leca. This is how I received the plant, and I've never taken it out of it. I usually water it once a week, fertilize it every other week, and sometimes I will go ahead and fully water it under my sink so I can go ahead and drain out the plant completely. But I think with this one, just because of how easy it is to take care of and how you receive beautiful foliage like this, it's just one of those top plants where I'm like, I would always want this plant in my collection. It's so beautiful and easy to take care of. It's never a problem. It's out here in my living room in regular humidity. And I feel like I said, I haven't seen it, but I don't think it's a rare plant. I don't feel like it is. If it is, let me know in the comments. I apologize, but I don't think it would be a lot of money. Let me just not talk because imagine it is, and I'm giving you guys wrong information. moving on, we have 2 more to go, and these, oh, just kidding, we have 3 more to go. Actually, let's just go ahead and point out the elephant in the room. I'm just playing. I feel so bad when I talk meanly about my plants, like if they can hear. I mean, I know they can hear me, but you know, they can't really hear me. I mean, you know what I mean? They can hear me, but they can't really hear me. I don't know, because I hear it's good to like talk to your plants and that they like it and that they grow better, especially like when you play music for them and stuff. So, yeah, I feel like really guilty if I talk bad about my plants or if I say like something insulting. I feel like they know what I'm saying. So it kind of freaks me out. I don't like saying mean things to them. But not saying that, you know, you're an elephant, like you're, you know what I mean? It's just that you're very big. Okay, moving on. My Philodendron Florida Green. You guys have seen her. You guys have helped me identify her, and I think that's what we came to the conclusion is she is a Florida Green. I absolutely love this plant. She has grown on me so much. I have chopped her so many times. I have propagated her, and she just continues to grow constantly growing. I have her in Leca, and I always keep her at least like 1/3 filled. Same as I always do with all of my other plants, water once a week, fertilize bi-weekly. And yeah, she just thrives. She's in a regular air humidity, temperatures, everything. She does sit in front of my Burina lights, but she just grows like a weed. I don't really know what to do with her at this moment. I love her so much because she's just so unique looking. I feel like in general, I don't have any plant that looks like her. I don't have any plant that has the same leaf design. I don't have any plant as tall, and I don't have any plant as like the pattern that she grows in. Like all of those things are just very unique to me. Um, Definitely I'm going to keep her in my collection, but I just don't know what to do with her. If you guys have any ideas, let me know please in the comments down below. She has outgrown her stake that's behind her, so I've kind of just been using the green Velcro to keep her more stable, but I have to have her leaning against a wall or she'll probably just like lean and snap. But she's beautiful, and I'm pretty sure she is a common plant. The more uncommon plant is the Florida Ghost, which I do have that one as well, but it reverted, so she's no longer a ghost. I would highly recommend to give this plant as a gift. She's beautiful, she's easy to take care of, she's unique, and she's not expensive. Highly recommend. Now we are down to our last 2 plants of our video, and these last 2 plants are trailing plants, so I'm super excited to finally show you them. Oh no, please don't fall. Oh no, Cleo, the condensation. Okay, first one is one that I don't know the name of, right? Did I put the name? Yeah, nope. I don't know the name of her, but I will go ahead. I forgot, but I will go ahead and leave it somewhere in this little fungus gnat. I will go ahead and leave it somewhere down below, but just look at how, I'm going to just go ahead and keep on putting my hand up. Look at how long she is. She is gorgeous. I believe she is some type of peperomia. I just don't know the specific name. When I received her, she was very wild at the top and had a little bit of foliage at the bottom, but she has just rapidly grown for me like crazy. I do have her just in front of my window, getting regular daylight, and she seems to thrive off of that. And I love her. I think she's just beautiful. She always catches my eye. She catches a lot of people's eye when they walk in, and I think it's just like, I just touched my lips. I think it's just like how kind of crazy her foliage looks. She's just a wild girl. She's just a wild, wild girl. Crazy girl. Crazy, crazy girl. She's cute. She's crazy. Like this one's just growing up for no reason. So yeah, I will definitely leave her name down below. Very simple to take care of. Regular daylight just in front of my window. No special treatment, and she just grows like a weed. If you want a cool, chill, trailing plant, her leaves are a little bit more, they're not on the thicker side. They feel like kind of like regular leaves, honestly. It's just different looking. I really, really like this trailing plant. I have her next to my Peperomia Hope, and my Peperomia Hope is definitely more tame. So her next to Peperomia Hope just seems super crazy and wild, and she's actually surpassed my Peperomia Hope. I think my Peperomia is like right here, so she's definitely grown longer than her. I really, really like this plant. Highly recommend for you to go ahead and add this one to your collection. All right, last plant of the video, last but definitely not least, is a pretty basic plant. Probably one of the most basic plants you can find. And I don't know what I mean, I know what it is, but like at the same time, I'm like, I don't know what it is, why I like this plant so much, and that is this crazy ivy. Like, what the heck? Look at all that new little baby growth. I just like this, how it grows so much. It has these crazy little bald strands over here that I probably should cut off. I just didn't because I heard that you'll get growth back off of the bald ones. Like this one, for example, was completely bald and it's starting to grow these. So that's why I've kept these ones. But honestly, it's been a while and I haven't seen any growth on them. So I might just chop them. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but this ivy just does it for me. Very, very common plant. Honestly, I know that these plants do very, very good in like terrariums, even like in more of like a water situation, like a fish tank or something. I do have this plant growing in my plant cabinet, so it definitely does get higher humidity, higher temperatures, and I is in a self-watering pot that I just go ahead and fill this up with, and I never leave it dry. It's always damp, always, always. So this one might be a little bit more finicky for you if that seems like a little bit more to do for you. But I think for its foliage, it's not, you know, it's not like it's not worth it. Like the foliage is just so cute, especially when it has a little growth coming in, and it's just so crazy looking, so different. I love looking at it whenever I walk into the room and I just see it hanging out. I definitely hope, you know, these get more, but so far it's been doing really good with just these two little strands. So I highly recommend, and like I said, it's just really, really common. So I think for it being that common, it's definitely one that's worth having in your collection. That is the last of my top 10 favorite plants at the moment, slash plants that I would gift to another planty person that I genuinely feel like is satisfying to watch, to grow, and easy to take care of. I hope that you guys enjoyed this week's video. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have any of these plants, or if you guys have some pretty common, affordable, easy growing, but unique plants that you would recommend for a present. I would definitely love to know. I'm always on the market for looking for affordable plants that don't look affordable. So as always, I hope you guys have an amazing week. I will see you guys next week. Bye.